In the beginning, there was no sound, no form, no measure, only the trembling potential of everything yet to be. Then, from the silence, light unfolded, not as a flame, but as awareness, as order emerging from the infinite. Physicists call it the moment of expansion. Theologians call it "let there be light." Every particle that exists, every atom that breathes, dances to laws that have never broken. Constants, gravity, the speed of light, the fine structure of the cosmos, each one precise, immovable, and timeless. But what if these constants are not coincidences? What if beneath their perfection lies a single presence? A consciousness so vast it sustains the very code of creation itself? What if God is the hidden constant? In the book of Genesis, creation begins not with chaos, but with command. The Spirit of God moves upon the face of the waters, a field of formless potential waiting for order. Let there be light, he speaks, and reality obeys. The Hebrews called him Elohim, the one through whom equations are spoken into existence. Later, Ezekiel saw a wheel within a wheel, a vision of motion, symmetry, and energy spiraling endlessly. And on Mount Horeb, Moses encountered a flame that burned but was never consumed. A revelation of being itself, pure energy sustained without decay. To the ancients, these were not metaphors of myth, they were glimpses into the architecture of the divine. They saw patterns repeating, stars orbiting like wheels, rivers mirroring the heavens, the human breath in rhythm with creation. Each pattern whispered the same truth. There is a mind behind the motion. There is constancy beneath the chaos. There is one who is, who was, and who will be. The hidden constant from which all reality unfolds. Centuries later, humanity sought to decode the same mystery with equations instead of prayers. Isaac Newton described gravity as the hand that binds galaxies together. Einstein bent time itself, showing that space is a fabric woven by unseen energy. Max Planck, father of quantum theory, declared, "There is no matter as such, all matter originates and exists only by virtue of a force, and behind this force is a conscious and intelligent mind." In quantum mechanics, observation changes reality. As if awareness itself participates in creation. Waves become particles when watched, suggesting that consciousness and existence are entangled at the root of being. And yet, the constants remain unbroken. The speed of light, 299,792,458 meters per second. Planck's constant, 6.626 times 10 cubed. The gravitational pull that allows stars to sing in perfect mathematical harmony. To the scientist, they are fixed numbers. To the mystic, they are divine signatures, fingerprints of a cosmic artisan. The more we measure, the more we realize how fine-tuned this universe truly is. Change one constant by a fraction, and galaxies vanish, atoms collapse, life becomes impossible. Why such precision? Why such beauty held in balance? Perhaps because behind every equation is not randomness, but remembrance, a whisper of divine intelligence woven into every line of code. The mystic spoke of this not with telescopes, but with silence. Meister Eckhart said, "The eye with which I see God is the same eye with which God sees me." To Teresa of Avila, the soul was a crystal castle, each chamber glowing with the light of God's indwelling presence. And John of the Cross wrote of the luminous darkness, the paradox where divine light blinds the intellect, yet illumines the heart. In their visions, God was not distant. He was not a deity beyond the stars, but the radiance within them. The pulse that moves through every living thing, the stillness behind every thought. What science calls energy, they called spirit. What physics calls frequency, they named word. The logos, the vibration by which all things hold together. If consciousness collapses the wave, then prayer may align the mind to the same creative resonance. In that still center, beyond dogma, beyond doctrine, there is a field, luminous and infinite, where God is not sought, but found. There, the soul realizes what every particle already knows. It has never been separate from the source. So what, then, is this hidden constant? It is the unseen equation holding the visible world together. It is gravity for the spirit, drawing all things back to unity. Scripture, science, and mysticism converge upon the same horizon. That existence itself is relationship. Between creator and creation, observer and observed, energy and awareness. The galaxies spin with precision not by chance, but because the same intelligence that breathed life into Adam still hums in the core of every atom. Every law, every formula, every prayer is a language of return. A remembering that all things flow from one source and return to it. From quark to cosmos, from breath to heartbeat, from silence to sound. God is the unseen variable in every constant. The eternal ratio behind every form. To know this is not to solve a riddle, but to awaken from the illusion of separation. To see that the divine is not apart from the universe, but through it, within it, as it. And perhaps that is the greatest revelation. That in the grand equation of being, God is not just the answer, but the constant that makes every question possible. So, breathe. Feel the pulse that moves through you, the quiet rhythm older than stars. The same force that holds galaxies in place now holds you. Close your eyes. The constants remain, light still travels, time still flows, love still binds. All is upheld by one who never changes. In every equation, every heartbeat, every unseen law, there is one presence, infinite and intimate. And when all voices fade, when light returns to silence, only this remains. In every constant and every question, one presence endures, which is God, the hidden constant.